All right, guys. So now we're moving on to time calculation. All right, and time here is largely a lot. Many of the questions have to do with time of a journey or time of an event. Here it is. Now, the time of a journey or the time of journey or the time of a journey is equal to the time of arrival minus the top time of departure, and that should be intuitive. Um, if I arrive somewhere at 10 and I left my house to get there at, let us say, 9:15, well, the time of my journey would be the time I arrive minus the time I leave my home. So the time of a journey is equal to the time of arrival minus the time of departure. In other words, T, the time of the journey, is equal to TOA, which is the time of arrival, minus TOD, which is the time of departure. Guys, when travel starts one day and ends the next day, the time of the journey is the time from departure to midnight plus the time from midnight to arrival. So that is when you have a journey that starts one day. I'm going, let's say, to Montego Bay. I left my house, let us say 11 p.m. in the night, and I arrive 1 o'clock the following morning. So it is a journey that started in one day and ended in a second day. So if you have a situation like that, the time of the travel or the time of the journey is the time from departure to midnight plus the time from midnight to arrival. Guys, in CSEC mathematics, all right, in CSEC, more than likely, the 24-hour time notation is used when performing time calculation. In CSEC, the 24-hour time notation is used when performing time calculation. So there are two types of time notation or two types of clock. You have a 12-hour clock versus a 24-hour clock. The next thing I want to do is to look at the differences between the two clocks. Now, let us say, let's not call this midnight, even though it is midnight. So let's say it's the start of the day. The day just started. Oh, so this is the start of the day. At the start of the day, let us say it's 11:59 one day, and then boops, the next minute, in the next minute, you're in the next day. 11:59 one day, and boops, the next minute, you're in another day. So at the start of the day is 12 a.m. on the 12-hour clock. On the 24-hour clock, the start of the day is 00 hours. The start of the day is, so in the very first hour of the day, the two clocks are different. So here, these times represent the first hour of your new day. On the 12-hour clock, it's 12. So you go to what? Midnight. Once it's 12 midnight, a new day has started. All right, so you have 12 a.m. On the 24-hour clock, it's 00 hours. 12:05 is 00:05 hours. 12:59, that is 1 minute before 1 a.m. It's 00 59 hours. So in other words, in the first hour of the day, the two clocks look different. The 12-hour clock and the 24-hour clock. Now, from 1 a.m. to 12:59, from 1 a.m. now to 12:59, the two clocks largely again look the same. From 1 a.m. to 12:59, the two clocks largely look the same. We have 1 a.m., which corresponds to 100 hours. We have 2 a.m., which corresponds to 200 hours. 200 hours. We have 12 p.m., which is 12 noon, which corresponds to 1200 hours. 12:59, which is also 12:59 hours on the 24-hour clock. So from 1 a.m. to 12:59 p.m., the two clocks largely look the same. And then now from 1 p.m. to midnight, again, the two clocks look differently. So at 1 p.m., the 12-hour clock goes back to 1, but the 24-hour clock continues on to 1300 hours. At 1 p.m., the 12-hour clock goes back to 1, but the 24-hour clock continues on to 1300 hours. Turn the page. So let's talk about the features. So the two clocks are different in the first hour of the day. From 1 a.m. to 12:59 p.m., the two clocks look the same. From 1 p.m. to 12 midnight, the two clocks again look different. After 1 p.m., add 12 hours to obtain the equivalent 24-hour clock time. After 1 p.m., if you have the 12-hour clock time and you want to get the 24-hour clock equivalent, you're going to add 12 hours. So 500 hours and 2400 hours are, 000 hours and 2400 hours are the same time. However, for calculation purposes, 000 hours refer to the start of the day and 2400 hours refers to the end of the day. The 2400-hour clock never actually shows 2400 hours. The 2400-hour clock, the 24-hour clock never actually shows 2400 hours. It never. So it goes to 23:59 and then it goes bam to 0. So it never ever shows 2400 hour. The clock never shows that. So for calculation purposes, we say 000 hours is the start of the day and 2400 hours is the end of the day. All right, guys, let's have a look at our calculation. What I'll do is, I will do some of these and I want you to do the others. I'll do A, I will do C, and I will do D. I will do A, C, and I will do D. Then you are going to do B, D, and F. I will do A, C, and E. You're going to do B, D, and F. Guys, example 1 says, the table below is a list of some customer travel time from a taxi company. Calculate the time of journey in hours and minutes for each pair of times. All right, so I'm doing A. A says the time of departure is 12:15 a.m. and the time of arrival is 1:06 a.m. So what I want is the time of the journey. So time is actually equal to the time of arrival minus the time of departure. So in this case, the time of arrival is 12:15. The time of arrival is 01:06 a.m., which is, remember, on the 24-hour clock time, that is 01:06, 01:06, and the time of departure minus the time of departure is 12:15 a.m. So that is 15 minutes in the new day, 15 minutes in the new day. And the 24-hour clock equivalent, because remember, in the first hour of the day, the two clocks are different. The 24-hour clock equivalent is 00:15. I want to get the time of the journey. Time of journey, it's time of arrival minus the time of departure. Now, obviously, I can't take 15 from 6. So I'm going to borrow from the hour section. 1 hour comes over to the minute section as 60 minutes. So this is 60 plus 6. So this is actually 66 minutes. 66 minutes. 5 from 6 is 1. 1 from 6 is 5. This journey took 51 minutes. Somebody started the journey at 12:15 a.m. and arrived at 1:06 a.m. This journey took 51 minutes. Guys, I cannot take away 15 minutes from 6 minutes. So I'm going to borrow 1 from the hour section. 1 hour comes over to the minutes section as 60 minutes. 60 plus the 6 that was there is 66. 15 from 66. The journey took 51 minutes. Guys, next I'm doing C. The time of departure is 11:15 and the time of arrival is 2:26. So TOA is 2:26 p.m. and TOD is 11:15 a.m. So here I'm going to remind you that for time calculations, in CXC, the 24-hour clock format is used. All right, and it makes sense to use the 24-hour clock format. Guys, so the time of my journey would be, since 2:26 p.m. is after 1 p.m., I'm going to add 12 to the hours. So 12 plus 2 becomes what? 14:26. Minus the time of departure, which is 11:15. So when we are doing time calculation, we need to use the 24-hour clock format. After 1 p.m., if you have the 12-hour clock format and you want the 24-hour clock equivalent, you must add 12 hours. Then let's subtract. 5 from this is 1. 1 from 2 is 1. 11 from 14 is 3. This journey took 3 hours and 11 minutes. So if someone leave their home at 11:25 and arrive at 12:26 p.m., the journey took 3 hours and 11 minutes. All right, I'm doing the last one. I'm doing E. That's the last one for me. All right, this journey started 10:37 p.m. and ended 2:50 a.m. the next day. So you have 10:37 p.m. and 2 what? 2 what the next day? And 2:50 a.m. the next day. That's time of arrival. 2:50 a.m. the next day. Now, this is what I said earlier, guys. If a journey starts one day and end the following day, the time of the journey would be the time of departure. Sorry, the time from departure to midnight plus the time from midnight to arrival. So departure to midnight Now, midnight is 2400 hours. That's the end of the day. Departure is 10:37, which is 22:37. Let's subtract. This is 23. This come over 60. 37 from 60 is 23. This is 1. So from departure to midnight, it's 1 hour and 37 minutes. Guys, from midnight to arrival, it's 2 hours and 50 minutes. From midnight to arrival is 2 hours and 50 minutes. From midnight to 3 a.m. is 3 hours. From midnight to 2:50 a.m. is 2 hours and 50 minutes. So midnight to arrival is 2 hours and 50 minutes. So let's get the time of the journey. So for the time, we have to add these 2 times. 1:23 plus 2:50. Stay focused, don't make a mistake. Stay focused, don't make a mistake. This is 50 plus 23 is 73. Now, the highest you can have over the minute side is 59 minutes. The highest you can have over the minute side is 59 minutes. Once you pass 59 minutes and you go on to 60, you now have what? Once you have 60 minutes, you have an hour. So if you have 73 minutes, what you have is 1 hour and 13 minutes. So you put down the 13, carry the 1 hour, and 1 plus 3 is 4. Guys, this journey took 4 hours and 13 minutes. This journey took 4 hours and 13 minutes. All right, so we're doing B. And B, the time of arrival is 2:17 a.m. So the time of journey would be the time of arrival, which is 2:17 a.m. That's 2:17 hours. And the time of departure is 12:26 a.m. On the 24-hour clock, that's 00:26. Subtract. Take away 1 from here, leaves only 1. This come over 60 plus 17. This is 77. This is 1, 5, and 1. So from 12:26 to 2:17, from 12:26 a.m. to 2:17 a.m., the time is 1 hour and 51 minutes. D says 10:27 to 1:50. So this is 10:27 a.m. to 1:50 p.m. So we have arrival and departure. So the time of journey would be the time of arrival, which is 1350 hours. Remember, once you pass 1 p.m., if you want to get the 24-hour clock equivalent, you must add 12 hours. And this is 1027. This is 2. This is 3 hours and 23 minutes. 3 hours and 23 minutes. F. So we need to get from departure to midnight. All right. So for F, the time of departure is 9:25 p.m. and arrival is 1:15 a.m. the following day. So 9:25, 1:15. This is p.m. and this is a.m. the next day. So from departure to midnight, midnight is 2400 hours. 9 plus 13 is what? 9 plus 12, sorry, is 21. So this is 21:25. So this is 23. Let's go over 60. So this is 35 here. And this is 2. So from departure to midnight is 2 hours and 35 minutes. Now from midnight to arrival, it's 1 hour and 15 minutes. Because from midnight to 1:15 is 1 hour and 15 minutes. So the time of the journey, you have to add these 2 times. So it's 2 hours and 35 minutes plus 1 hour and 15 minutes. So this is 50. This is 3. So here it is 3 hours and 50 minutes. All right, so I think that that's it. And the final answer is 3 hours and 50 minutes.